Hello everyone, this is Tracy Higley and I'm coming to you from my office today answering reader questions. And today's question comes from Heather Barnhart, and Heather writes, what has been your favorite book to write so far and why? Well, authors get asked this question frequently and it can be a little difficult to answer. It's a little like answering which of your children is your favorite. And then there's this whole issue of the fact that while I'm writing a book, often when I'm in the middle of that first draft, I'm just absolutely hating it because it's not living up to this great work of art that I had hoped that it would be. So I'm hating it while I'm writing it, but then lots of times once it's finished, once it's published, I feel like, well, maybe my most recent work was my best. So then it becomes my favorite. So of course all of that gives my family and my friends no patience whatsoever for my whining while I'm writing it. And it also doesn't really answer Heather's question. But since Heather asked which was my favorite book to write and not necessarily my favorite finished product, I'm going to answer her question this way. I think that probably my favorite book to write was actually Guardian of the Flame. There was just so much fun dialogue between Sophia and Bellis in that book. Lots of sarcasm and biting humor. They were kind of at each other's throats all the time. And all of that dialogue just came easy for me and was really enjoyable to write. So I'd have to say Guardian of the Flame was probably my favorite in terms of characters. For setting, probably my favorite books have been City of the Dead and Garden of Madness, because I'm still just so fascinated with ancient Egyptian culture and ancient Babylonian culture. And I've centered a few books around Babylon now, but really only that one, City of the Dead, around the ancient Egyptian culture. So I'm hoping to get back there someday in another book and write something else about ancient Egypt. So for setting, I would say those two books, City of the Dead and Garden of Madness, have been my favorite. So that is my sort of vague answer to Heather's question about which of my babies, my books, is my favorite. And thanks for asking, Heather. And thanks everyone else for watching, and make today an adventure.